Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to your daily card reading. If you're new to the channel, my name is Virginia. This is the Art of the Oracle, and I do a daily card reading Monday through Friday, and then I sprinkle in some 3-card pick-a-card readings. So today is our daily message as we begin the week, and I'm using Crow Tarot. And I was really drawn to this starting over the weekend. And what's interesting is I noticed I don't usually bring the book out, but today I did for some reason, not sure exactly why I did that. And what was attached was this card right here, which is the 4, which is a major arcana card, and it's the Emperor. And the Emperor a lot of times has to do with our structures and how, our world really is ruled. And, it could be higher learning. It could be, just institutions and things. So I'm going to leave this card here as the first card out, and then I'm going to see what the other cards are, because today the intention was to draw a card that represented something we were letting go of, the past, something we need to let go of, something like that, and where we are right now, and a message, kind of a card for that coming in, and then where we're moving into. So it's very interesting that this is the first card that came out. And I think the reason why the book came out is that it's asking me to go to the card, to the book, to find out what is the message that the provider of the deck, MJ Cullinane, wrote to go along with the Emperor. So it's authority, it's wisdom, and also could represent a father-like figure. So I'm, when I think of the structures and the things that are going on, that are just the foundation of everything, it's all a very masculine style energy, which is what the Emperor is about. The Emperor represents masculine father energy, whereas the Empress offers abundance, love, and nurturing. The Emperor brings a solid foundation of order and rule that provides security and stability. And I think that maybe it came out today because I don't know that many of us, I don't know really anybody that feels stable in the environment that's going on, especially around who is in charge, the men, the masculine that are in charge of what's going on. So the ram's head here on the throne represents leadership and initiative, which is very interesting because over the leadership is this sword, and the sword always represents thinking. It's the thinking mind. And what I'm feeling is that there's too much, that's what I'm hearing, is like people are too much in their heads who are in this position. And even though they're in a position of authority, they're not really governing with that. They're governing a little bit chaotically. So it's supposed to bring about order to chaos. So let's go and ask the cards, like what in this, I think this is the overarching theme, and it's probably what a lot of us, okay, so the card, this is the card that we're letting go of, and then okay, so this is the card that we need to be aware of right now, and what is the card that we're stepping into right now. The energy is really chaotic. I don't know if you're feeling that, but I mean, I can generally sense it just in traffic, like loud cars or fast cars or people really rushing around and everybody's in their head kind of thing. Okay. So this is what's leaving, and this is kind of that wish fulfilled card, having everything, big-heartedness, something around the 10 would be, when you're just really in love with life and what's going on. And I would rather see that over here and what we're stepping into instead of what we are stepping out of. So let's see what is, and maybe that this is relating to, I'm hearing this also, is that maybe you had big thoughts and dreams of how the world was going to be, or how your world particularly was going to be, and maybe that's changing for you. The things that you once thought were exactly what you wanted, you no longer want. So I'm hearing that as well. Okay, so the 2 cards that came out for what's going on right now, and again, it's interesting that I noticed this swords energy here, is because this is about new information coming out. So I feel like there's new information coming out around what is going on here in this foundational system around the Emperor. And I think it has to do on some levels with money, because this is us taking a look at our money. This is him up in a tree sitting. He's really looking at everything he has right now and taking stock of that. So I think, as we're saying, the things that is disappearing is how we either look at what our expectations are around how people rule the country, the things that we want, the things that bring us joy and happiness. New information coming out, and something around money, something here. This is what's coming in right now. And it's interesting that this is kind of right over here. So we all know here in the United States that, the current president is, implementing tariffs and all these crazy things, which I don't think is what people want. So I think that we don't know the whole story, is what I'm hearing. So the story is going to change, and it's going to change the way we feel about everything. Wow. And then this is coming in the future. Now, that's not what I wanted to see either. So if this could be reversed, and what's leaving is like death and war and destruction and all that. But what I will say is that when the death card comes out, it's an ending to something. It's like we are ending, and I feel like part of it is we're ending this authoritarian or this emperor style rule that is happening, because it has thrown everything in chaos, and in doing that, it's exposing all these things for the reality that they are, and that how perhaps we are very attached to our money and the things that we have, and something is coming in to shift the way we think about what's important to us, what we wish for, what we dream for, and it's going to really, I think, cut through the BS of everything. I feel like this may be a really harsh week as it comes to reality. And even as I'm putting this video together, I'm listening again to this masculine, like heavy truck energy, revving engines and things like that. It's almost as if it's telling me, it's like the ego is so powerful right now that it does need to change. Something along this needs to change. And you can see here, this is even in the shape of like this masculine energy. And that's what needs to shift, because this is normally around stability, and I'm not seeing that right now. I'm seeing the absence of it. And this is interesting that this crow is actually looking to the past and feeling like the past is what's going to bring us forward into this new time of stability. And I'm hearing that it's not. It's like I feel that this is a very archaic way of looking at things. And it's just because I'm noticing the mountains. I just feel like there's a huge shifting that's going on right now. And yeah, something we're going to, this death card, you can't have death without rebirth. So yeah, so we all know that some things need to change. So let's dive into the week and see what happens. I'd love to hear from you all. So until tomorrow, have a great day. Bye now.